What I'm going to show you is how to make this face mask. Now I'm using a breathable moisture resistant material which is often used in boat covers and caravan covers, and then we're lining it with another material inside. Now this really is a waterproof material, it's amazing. This is water in here. I'll actually float this will just float like a little boat, okay? And you'll see that moisture's laying in there on the outside. It's actually dripping wet, and I'm going to show you with a moisture meter that there's no moisture on the inside, so it's not getting through. Now my theory with this is that would resist moisture from people sneezing all over you. So I'll put the meter in there, and you can see that, but it's actually registering 0. And if I turn it over the other side here, 37% moisture on the outside, 40% moisture on there. So 40% moisture on the outside and nothing on the inside. Can't be bad. Right, what I'm going to do is to show you how to make this face mask. Now it's a good idea to make yourself a pattern. The size of the material you'll need is about 9 inches by 6 inches, or if you want it in millimetres, it's 230 millimetres by 160 millimetres. Okay? So I've cut out 2 pieces of the fabric we're going to use. This top fabric is a breathable waterproof material, so it repels water on this side, but it allows you to breathe through. And inside here we've just got a nice clean lining which we can line it so that that part of it goes towards our face. Okay. In addition to that, what you also need is 2 pieces of elastic, about 6 inches long, so that's roughly the width of the side of the piece of material here, and a small piece of wire which is bendable. The sort of wire you can use is the wire that's used in gardenings or florists, galvanised wire, and bend over each end so you don't get a sharp end there. And this is to fit in the top, so you bend this to the bridge of your nose so that you get a nice tight fix with the mask, okay? Right, now to start with, you put the right side of the fabric this way, and initially what I'm going to do, what makes it easy, is to staple on the elastic supports which go around the ear. Now these staples will actually be removed after we've sewn it, but it's a quick way of securing them in position. So just one staple there, and the other one comes. So you position these probably about 15 millimetres in from the end, about half an inch in from the end. Okay, that's one end, and at the other end do the same for the other ear. Keeping the staples to the edge because we're going to try and cut those off in a minute. And also we don't want to get them tangled up in the sewing machine. Okay, right. Lay the lining, the good side of the lining down over the top. And what we're going to do now is we're going to sew around the edge of this in this way, as I've shown on this diagram here. So we indent a little bit through there, sew up round the edge, round the back, down that and to there, leaving a gap in the middle because we're going to turn this inside out once we've sewn it up. Okay? Turn the corner again. This is down the long stretch now. And then finally just down the short side here. Good idea to trim this off if we can. that way we cut out the staple which we used earlier on. Tucking that in anyway in a minute. Right, now we're in a position to turn this inside out. And we start to see our face mask emerging. We can use the ear straps to pull it through. That side, put your hand up inside here, push that out, and similarly out this side, push that out, and up to there, push that out. Just use your fingers inside. Okay, right, so now we've got the start of our face mask. Okay, so now we fit this little bit of metal wire in the top, which will act as our nose support. So that tucks in at the top here, and then all we're going to do is just run a line of stitching down to secure that in position. So you need to push it up with your fingers, set your machine so that it's going to push it over and get as tight as you can to it. So starting in the area where it's not there to start with, and just do a bit of back stitch to make sure it doesn't come unfrayed, and just gently stitch this along. Okay, so as we're going along, as we get to where the wire is, just come out a bit, and then side and stop. Right, so now we've got a piece of wire that fits into the top, as you see there, and that will just be bent down to shape where our nose goes. Now, all we've got to do now is to just fold this bottom section in, and hem it in each side. Complete this section of it. Sometimes you might find it helps to have just a small pin in there just to steady it, but I'm going to have a go at keeping it in position by holding it. Cut off the loose cottons because you don't want those tickling your nose. Okay, now we come back to the part where we had their pattern. The thing is, you need to get markings for 3 sections of this so you know where to fold. So fold the piece of card in half, then fold it in half again, and you'll get 3 marks. Okay, those 3 marks you can just relay onto your fabric. So with a piece of French chalk, put a mark there, put a mark there, put a mark there. And then on the other end do the same. Okay, right, so now all we do is this. Pull that out so that comes out. Fold that mark down to that mark there, okay? And that's our first pleat, okay? And then the second pleat, we fold the next piece underneath it to match up with the end. So fold that across so they fit underneath each other like that. Okay? Right. Now, clamp that in the machine and sew it up. Put the back stitch to make it go good. Off we go, just gently through. Now this is quite a lot of material to go through because it's quite thick, but just go gently. Back stitch it back. You can, if you want, do another layer of stitching down there. You have two sections, but you can just work just with one. And you do the same the other side. Okay, so pull that out to make that nice corner, and you fold this bit down over the top. Right, so here we have it. One mask which we can put round our face and protect it. Now this mask obviously is not necessarily going to be absolutely foolproof, but my view is if you had to go somewhere where there was some potential infection, I'd rather put this on than have nothing at all. And when this coronavirus is all over, if you've got too many of these, you can always use them in the DIY environment. Now I'll put this on and you can see what the finished article looks like. So there we are, one good fitting mask. You just push the wire tightly into the corner there, and then that gives you a good fixture around the nose. And there you have it, a waterproof, breathable material outside, and with nice lining inside. That's got to give you some sort of protection. If you need to tighten the elastic up a bit, because your face is a different size, then you can easily just put a knot in it. But there you have one face mask, made in about 10 minutes. Thanks very much, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Anyone wants to give any feedback, whether they think it's useless or they think it's got some merits, just let me know. Thank you.